Today we see the positioning in CSS. आता positioning in CSS means what? जर आपल्याला एखाद्या एलिमेंटची पोझिशन जर फिक्स करायची असेल डॉक्युमेंटवर तर आपल्याला पोझिशनिंग इन CSS हेल्पफुल आहे. आता हे जे पोझिशन करायचं आहे आपल्याला एखाद्या एलिमेंटचं HTML एलिमेंटचं जर आपल्याला पोझिशन सेट करायचं असेल तर यामध्ये CSS फार इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. मीन्स वॉट CSS थ्रू आपण एखाद्या एलिमेंटची पोझिशन सेट करू शकतो. द पोझिशन property is used to set position for an element. To set the position of HTML element, position property is very important. Position property through we can set the element's position on the web page or on browser window. The element can be positioned using the top, bottom, left and right properties. Means by using, when we use position property, then there is also some helping properties also we use here. These are top, bottom, left and right properties. Okay, in CSS we study some position values. These are static, relative, absolute, fixed. We use CSS position property by using these helping properties. It is very important to use the helping property with CSS position property. These properties are left, right, top, bottom, you know. From this left and right property, you can use only one at a time. You can use only one property, and from top and bottom you can use only one property at a time. Okay, means at a time you don't use both top and bottom, only one, top or bottom. You have to use only one property at a time. Okay, next we see the syntax here. See here, syntax. Selector, you know, selector means any HTML element you can write here. Then in curly bracket, position. Here property is position. For position you can set values. These values are, you can set fixed or absolute or relative or static. Okay, then next property is top. For top you set the values in pixel. For left it is also in pixel. Bottom value semicolon and right value curly bracket complete. Here means all values for top, left, bottom, right you can set value in pixel. Okay, then we see types of positioning in CSS. There are 4 types of positioning in CSS. In that first we see today here static positioning. Static means what? Static means as it is, means no change. Okay, this is by default position for HTML property. Means this position property is by default in HTML element. It works as a by default position property. It is not affected by the top, bottom, left and right properties. You know the position property, we use position property with helping properties. Helping properties are top, bottom, left, right. If we set the values for top, bottom, left, right, then no, these values are not affected on the positioning of element. Means the position the we use here position property to set the element position. So these values are not affected. These values are not the effect of these values are not affect on HTML element for positioning on the browser. Okay, means the page is as it is, the elements are the elements take by default position on the page. This is static positioning. Afterwards we see the program. Okay, then next is fixed positioning. In fixed positioning, the position is fixed, means it takes the fixed position of the element on the browser. Here see, this property helps to put the text fixed on the browser, right? Means it takes the fixed position on the browser window. The fixed property forces an element into a fixed position relative to the browser window. Means here see, the element, the HTML element can take the fixed position relative to the browser window. It is relative to the browser window, not relative to itself. It is relative to the browser window. Okay, the fixed element will not move even when the page is scrolled. Means when the element take the fixed position and on the browser and we scroll up and down, top to bottom or bottom to top, if we scroll that page, then that element whose property is fixed, whose position property is fixed, that element is fixed on the browser, it not scrolled. Other remaining elements are scrolled, but that element on which element we set the position property fixed, that element not scrolled on the browser page. This is a fixed position property. Here see one example related to fixed property. See here, HTML head style. In style tag we set here position property. Here we set here class selector for a specific element. This type we use here, p.fixed. P is one specific element, and then here class name is used, means selector name here fixed dot fixed. It is a class ID selector. It is a class selector. It is not ID. It is class selector dot fixed. It is preceded with dot sign. You know. Okay. In curly bracket, position fixed. Here the position is position value is fixed. Okay. Then semicolon, top 50 pixel. Top value is 50 pixel. Means here, and right is 5 pixel. Okay. And color in blue. Next, end of style, end of head. Here declaration complete. Okay. And heading tag also end. Then here start body tag. Body P, this is paragraph 1, end of P. Again here one paragraph is there. This is paragraph 2, end of P. Again one paragraph is there. This is paragraph 3, end of P. Again one paragraph is added here. P class is equal to fixed. Here class is equal to fixed. This is the fixed position text. One line is given here, and then end of P tag. Here you can see all the lines are displayed in P tag, but one line here is C, last line P. Here you can see last here P element. In P element class is equal to fixed. Means in style tag you can set the properties. You can set the CSS style. Here you can set the CSS style. First, position property you can set here fixed, means that all properties, means top 50 pixel, right 5 pixel, color blue, these all properties are affected only on this line, because here see class is equal to fixed, means the element is affected with the style tag where whose class is fixed. Means here the p element class is fixed. Okay, that fixed is, that line is, means included line is, this is the fixed position text. This only line is affected with the style tag. Okay, means properties. Here CSS properties are only affected on this p tag only, where class is fixed. Okay, means this is the fixed position text is displaying fixed position on the browser. It takes the fixed position on the browser window. On top it leave the 50 pixel distance, and on right side it also leave the 5 pixel distance, and that line should display in blue color. Okay, we see here in example, if you, when you scroll the page, when you scroll the browser window, then that line, means whose position is fixed, that line, the fixed position element is not scrolled, but remaining lines are scrolled. This is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. These 3 lines are scrolled. When you scroll the page, that also lines are scrolling up, down, means it also move top to bottom or bottom to top. But whose elements class is fixed, that line is not scrolled with that browser. When you scroll the browser window, then that effect is not done on that line whose position is fixed. Okay, whose elements position is fixed. This is the fixed position program. Okay, we see the output here of that program. In this line, see here, in this, on the screen you can see here output is given for fixed position. Here 3 paragraphs are take the original position, and on left side there is one line. This is the fixed position text, means on that element the position property is applied, so it takes the CSS style properties. Okay, means on top it is 50, and on right side it is 5 pixel, and the text should be displayed in blue color. This is the output for the fixed position property. Okay, means the line is fixed on the browser window, it is not scrolled, it take the fixed position. This is the fixed position property. Okay, thank you.